And good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody. Welcome on into the Dragon's Den. My name's Digital Dragon, and I'm glad that you all have showed up here this evening. Major Gamer Geek, thank you for the resubscribe. That happened very early in the stream, right when I came on. Thank you, thank you. Welcome on in, Nick, Major Gamer Geek, Modlight, Aaron 3DP, 491 Phantom, and anybody else who may be lurking out there that hasn't spoken up yet. Welcome on in, everybody. So you may have just seen a picture posted to Twitter that had the screen working. Whoops, that had the screen working. Screen's not working at the moment. Completely unplugged. The reason being is I was having issues. I was sitting there going, okay, well, let me see if I can get the screen to work. I got the screen working. Okay, next step. We've got, I validated power and everything like that off stream. So let me flash firmware. That wasn't working. So I'll go over that a little bit more here. Hey, happy days, happy days. Definitely, Ramon, welcome on in. So where we are and where we left off last stream, we had placed some things on here and just had them laid out. And that layout included the power bricks, the PSUs, our filtered inlet, and we decided to put our power switch over here because putting it at the base, the connectors would be jammed right up into the PSU. Not a good idea, so we moved them over here. This side panel is here simply so that I could wire in the switch and get the switch working. It will have to come off in order to mount the panel to the printer, because there will be some M3 screws that are going to go right along the edge of the panel, and we'll have to have all four of the top, bottom, and side panels off in order to do that. Hey, Chewy, welcome on in. We had so safety first, we are unplugged. Everything's unplugged. So off stream, I did the 110 wiring and had to take this corner off to wire in my 48 volt and 24 volt. Since the only thing running off 48 volt is the Constellation Supernova, that is just a direct connect. 24 volt, I wasn't sure if I was going to need to provide to both the board and the motors, so I did come into a breakout board for the 24 volt. I did have to have this off to be able to get to the screw connectors, and while I had it off, I did test, and we are running at 48.2 volts and 24.2 volts. So our voltage is good. In fact, I don't even see potentiometers on here. They're easy to get to, so these are running good. Okay. I am getting power lights on the Constellation, and I'm getting power lights on the SKR 3 EZ board. This board came in yesterday. I just laid it on here earlier today. The only thing that sucks is on this particular board, rather than having the four corners, because there is a connector here, the fourth connector drops down. So there is no screw in this top corner here, but it still works out pretty good. And I'll go ahead and set it up and give you a little bit of a closer view. This will be our umbilical breakout board. So the umbilical comes in, and then we'll break out everything directly to the SKR 3EZ. I am using 20 gauge wire. I did do gauge wire calculator, and it did say that 20 gauge, actually it said 21 gauge would work for the length of the runs and how much amperage we're going to push through. So we're good. This is 20 gauge FEP wire. So that's good. Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at. And I also started playing with the configuration, like a printer configuration file. So there is a generic printer configuration file out there by Annex Engineering. They also have files specific for the pinouts on a Constellation board. And then I grabbed the BigTreeTech file for this, left all the pins in there, and then copy and pasted the rest of the information. So I think we've got a decent-ish basic config going. Okay, Modlight, I think you might want to try. That's weird. I don't know. Okay. Hey, Creatix Brit, welcome on in. Chewy, welcome on in. How's everybody doing today? So I can tell you I had the Raspberry Pi running and I had the screen running. The issue I was having, and I'll show you the full display view over here, was I was doing my LSUSB commands and it wasn't seeing anything connected to the USB on the SKR3 Easy. I tried multiple ports in the Raspberry Pi, which is a 4B. So I'm using a 2 gig Raspberry Pi 4. And I had originally installed it with Mainsail OS. And everything was going good until I tried to do the what is it, ls/dev/serial/by-id. It was getting nothing. Is it me or is the audio breaking up? I do not know, Modlight, if anybody. Okay, Britt's getting the same. Let me turn the gain down a little bit and see if that helps. No, I'm dropping packets. I am dropping packets. We've had a little bit of issue with our internet as of the last few days due to the rain and storms coming through town. So some of it may be the gain on the mic just flipping. The other may just be the fact that I am dropping packets. My son's here trying to stream and game at the same time. I get it, Modlight. I'm trying to work on it. I am dropping frames. Okay. Is it raining here? It is not raining right now, but we have had storms come through and I've had to reset my router a couple times. And yes, the stream is buffering. I am seeing a lot of dropped frames. Nope, battery's fine. It just came off the charger. So the battery's perfect. It's dropped frames. It's internet. So, be right back.